YouTube, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. All right, y'all. So y'all seen my girlfriend Camilla in previous videos. Well, I think it was one video, and she get on me or nag me every day.
No, I don't.
About quitting my trucking job, and I told y'all I can make that happen already. I'm just choosing to stay longer, you know, over this one little situation, and also I get to make more videos for y'all to talk about trucking. But today, I'm gonna ask her 5 reasons why she hate what I do, which is truck driving. So with that being said, we're gonna get right into it, and I wanna know, number one, what's your number one? What's your number one?
I think number one would be time. So he wakes up between, well, he used to wake up at 1 to 2. Now he wakes up at 3. And then, so when he used to wake up at 1 and 2, he would get home at like what?
5.
2 to 3, 4,
No.
depending on, yeah, some
I will
days.
I will wake up at 1:30 and get home at 4:30, 5 o'clock.
Well, there were some days where he would come at 3 or 2.
It was never 2. It was always maybe 3:30 or 4:30, but it was never 2. Only on Fridays.
It was never, but now it's only on Fridays.
Fridays, when I used to wake up at 1:30, Fridays used to be my early days, because I damn near then ran out of hours for the week. You know, you working 15, 17 hours a day, and you only got 70 hours to work, and you already punching 70 hours on Friday. I mean, I only have 4, sometimes 3.5 hours just to run Friday, just because I went overtime, off duty just to continue to, or off duty just to complete my day. So yeah,
time. So like, we live together now, but before we used to live together, we would have a schedule of when we would see each other Thursday through Sunday. So like, I would come over Thursday night and then leave Sunday night, because obviously Fridays are his early days. So I would spend the night, see him for a couple of hours. So if I got here at usually like 6, 7, be with him until like 9, 10 realistically. So like 3 to 4 hours, then we go to sleep, and 2 hours later, 2 to 3 hours later, he would just be off to work. So time is the number one. 2 goes hand in hand with time, but like the benefits. So like, for me, for example, if I'm not getting paid, I'm not putting the work in. So like, within that 8-hour window from, let's say, 8 to 5, I'm just doing my regular duties. Outside of 5 o'clock, I'm not gonna do anything that's required, because I know I'm not gonna get paid. Especially because I work under like a salary. So you're definitely not gonna get overtime or anything like that. But he works 10 hours, 12 hours, 13 hours, no lunch, no break, no nothing, just straight through. Like, no benefits, nothing. And then he would tell me,
that's by choice though, y'all. And I'm gonna make a video about, how to be healthy and stay fit as a truck driver. But that's by choice. Usually I don't stop. Whenever I leave the house in the morning, I take 5 water bottles and 1 tea. And I used to take like some protein bars, but I don't no more. And usually I'll just go off that until I get home. Then I'll eat when I get home, or later in the evening when she cook, or we go out somewhere to eat. But yeah, usually I don't eat while I'm on the road, because some of y'all might feel that like when you eat, it make you tired. Like, you start noticing you dozing off at the wheel a little bit, or it slow you down a little bit. So that's another reason I try to stay away from eating while I'm working. But continue.
Third would be his eating. Cause so like, when we met, we used to go grocery shopping, right? And this man would get beef jerky, PB&J sandwiches, and Under Armour. Body armor.
Body armor, not Under Armour.
Body armor. So yeah, that's what he would drink and eat. Beef jerky, PB&J sandwiches, and just go about the day. No fruits, no vegetables, nothing.
But for those of you that's on a grind if you using trucking how like I'm using it, y'all understand. Now, if you want to be a truck driver, go ahead and take your ass to the truck stop and get you a big cheeseburger or chili cheese.
Is that healthy?
Chili cheese hot dog with fries or whatever y'all get out there. But if you on a grind and you laser focused, you either gonna pack a lunch or just not eat until you get home.
And he doesn't like to do either. So he'll wake up at what, 2 to 3, go off to work, won't eat anything for 10 to 12 hours. And y'all saw the strapping video. It takes energy to be doing all that. Plus driving, that's a mental toll. But yeah, so he doesn't fuel his body. And at the same time, you know, the way that his truck is set up is that like if you, what's the term, like if you're not attentive the whole time, like obviously the camera will catch it. So I'm sure he can't just sit there and eat and then drive at the same time. Or...
Right, I think I showed y'all I do have a camera inside the truck I drive currently, and you know they can get you for distracted driving, you know, dozing off whenever you go outside your lane. They can get you for multiple stuff whenever you got the camera inside of your truck. So it's also like having somebody watch you. You don't know if they're watching you or not. Just the light is always green. When you mess up and drive off the road or you're not paying attention to the road and focusing while you're driving, it'll record and say distracted driving. And for those of you that got cameras in y'all truck, y'all know. So.
Well, yeah. I mean, I try to get him to eat some fruit sometimes, but I used to. Not anymore.
I used to eat while I was driving. I'm just a good driver to where I can eat, drive, and still not get caught by the camera. Oh, I can't say get caught because I used to, but they didn't really say nothing. They said something a couple times like, you shouldn't be eating while you driving, but I think it was just to try to like scare us. But after that, they didn't really say nothing because I got caught more times after that. But it's just like, we drivers, we're not fucking robots. We gonna eat, we gonna turn our heads and look at the view. We're not just gonna keep our heads straight 24/7 looking at the fucking road like a hawk all day. That's robot stuff. So, you know, we humans, you know, so we like to move around. We just can't be still, especially sitting in a day cab truck. Y'all know what I drive. I don't drive a sleeper, I drive a day cab. So it's literally like this all day. And then when I'm super duper tired, I try to get a cat nap in, maybe 10, 15 minutes. And it's uncomfortable because I gotta sleep on my arm like this. Or I'll try to lay on the other seat like this. And it's very uncomfortable, very uncomfortable. You know, from 10, 12, 15 hours a day, it's just, it take a toll on you after a while. So I guess that's what she's trying to say about the health-wise of me not eating, also dealing with the camera.
And not sleeping.
And not sleeping. So
bad mixture.
So that's 3.
Fourth one.
2 more. She got 2 more, y'all.
Yeah, I can make 100.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
So the 4th one would go back to health. So like, for example, you know, he puts in all these hours, I should say, of, you know, working for a company. Obviously, they're going to have some type of benefit in place as far as like health insurance and like basic needs. But at the end of the day, you know, like, you're still on the clock. So when he had been hospitalized, you know, they're not checking in on you to see how you're doing. They just want to know when you're back to work. You know, they don't appreciate you. They don't really care if you are doing your job or not. They just need a body to show up, get it done, and then continue to make the business the money. So that's also what I don't like, because like I said, our careers are very different. Like, I will never work 12 to 13 hours in one day and then on top of that work for a company that not only not appreciates me but also doesn't provide me any benefits. So yeah, stresses me out thinking about it.
Yeah, remember I told y'all in other videos, if y'all hadn't got a chance to watch my other videos, go check them out. But I told y'all that the first time I got sick with rhabdomyolysis, we didn't know what it was yet, but I got admitted into the hospital and they was critical care. In critical care, and they was trying to figure out what it was. The job, like the company called me asking about the truck. They didn't go, hey Trey, you know, is everything all right? You good? Like I said, one person did that, which was my driving manager. Her name is Sydney. You know, she's the only one that, you know, checked in on me, but it still wasn't all the way genuine, you know, because it's just like the plant manager probably told her to reach out to me because he didn't want to do it himself. But he ended up reaching out and he just asked about the truck. He didn't ask about me. So it's just like, they really don't care about your health. If you're not running 24/7 all day for them, it's a problem. Which is why I said in the previous video I made, once you, like, your health decline and you can't work them full hours, they're gonna try to replace you. You know, they want people in them trucks running 24/7. They don't do no part-time bullshit where you work 8 to 10 hours. It's literally, they want you running a minimum 12 hours.
But what's crazy is 8 hours is a full day. A part-time would be like what? 3 to 4 hours.
Yeah, that's part-time.
So
but that's for a different industry. Like if you work at a store.
Yeah, but still,
or a fast
like
food place.
If you look at the law, you cannot go over a certain hour in a day to work. So.
And that's just a part of trucking, I would say as well, because it's like if you don't hustle, work them long hours, and get them loads out, your paycheck not gonna really be a whole lot, you know. So it's also like a hit and miss, also like a win and an L, because it's like you don't want to work all them long hours, but if you don't, you're not gonna get paid. You know what I'm saying? So it sucks, but that's just the harsh reality of trucking. If you don't work hard, you don't make a lot of money. It just go off you. But no matter how hard you work, you're gonna be capped. Like, what is putting in an extra 4 hours just to make an extra $50 or an extra $100 that's gonna get taxed because you worked overtime, knowing that you're not finna go make an extra 500 or 1,000 because you capped at a salary. So 5
is income.
5 is income, y'all.
So the reason why I say income is because obviously you discussed being capped. So, you know, no matter how hard you work, no matter how much you show up, no matter what you do, I mean, at the end of the day, you're capped. So whether you're the best employee or the worst employee, the pay is the pay. And then on top of that, like, for example, if I had a job where I work remote, and that's what I've done for a while, but if I had to show up to work physically and let's say road conditions are not clear, or let's say there was a storm so it was beneficial for everyone to just stay home, we would get paid for that day, because it's not like I'm calling out personally, it's just the company is closed. So for him, where was it? I think last month there was like a freeze.
Yeah.
And they didn't even pay him for it unless he took PTO. So it's like, it wasn't by choice, you know, it's not something that he can control. And then it's just crazy that it's either you take PTO to get paid or you don't make money for that day, just because realistically the company's not making money for that day.
Right. Had to take PTO. And what's crazy is that the plant manager recommended us to take PTO, or he let us take PTO, because I guess with some of these trucking companies that they don't allow you to take vacation days until 90 days after the new year.
Is that not crazy?
Yeah, that's crazy. So he told us to take it, basically like forced us to take it. Then when I tried to double back 2.5, 3 weeks later to take the 2 weeks off to get myself right, he didn't approve it. They denied it. So that was crazy to me. Then he said, oh, well, you're not really supposed to be using your vacation days anyway. So he only approved me for 2 days, y'all.
So he can take PTO when the company makes him, but then he can't take PTO when he wants to. And last time I checked, PTO meant personal time off, not company time off. So
it's controlled. It is controlled. But I think that's it for the 5.
I can just keep going and going.
The 5 cons, the 5 hates from my girlfriend. So is there anything else you gotta say to my people out there?
No, if you're in it, you're in it. You know, it's not an easy career. I hope you're not in it forever. Like, he's not going to be in it forever. We've already discussed it. It's already coming to an end, hopefully. And yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, this job is hard. It's labor. It's a lot of time. So appreciate the hard work that goes on. I mean, it does build character. I would definitely say that. You know, like every industry, the characters of people change or like they're different. So a lot of people in this industry are very hardworking, which that is one thing I love about him. So there's always going to be pros and cons to everything.
Right. And that's very true. It do build character. Like, sometimes you just gotta sacrifice, especially for those of you who don't come from a whole lot of money or just the best environment. You gotta use this as a tool to get you to where you wanna be or to what you wanna do, which, you know, that may be investing into yourself or a business or whatever it is that you choose to do with the money that you make in this industry. But I'm always saluting other drivers and, you know, always locking in with them to ask them what they think about this. You know, everybody don't want to be a truck driver. Some people just doing it for the money. So if that's you, I will tell you, come up with a plan. Make sure you have a plan on what you want to do. Fail to plan to fail. Have a plan, structure a plan. Hey, I'm going to be at this job for a year or a year and a half. While I'm at this job, I'm going to put this back to the side. And after a few months, after I put this to the side, I'm going to start using it in this way or this way. You know, structure it however you want to structure it, but make sure you have a plan. That's the first thing. Don't just say you're going to be in something, you know, for temporary, but you don't have a plan, because eventually you will be in there forever. That's facts. That's why some people will be like, I'm just going to be at this job for a year or two. And then next thing you know, they're there for 40 years. Then new people that come in, they bragging, hey, I've been here 40 years. So, congratulations on being a slave for 40 years. But with that being said, I'm going to end this video. Thank y'all for tuning in. I appreciate all y'all. I love all y'all. And I want y'all to continue to support me and help me grow. Shout out to my girlfriend for being the feature in this video. She will be in more videos. Not involving trucking. You know, this is just a part of the journey. So we will see y'all next, or I will see y'all next video. I don't know when she'll see y'all again.
I'll probably be behind
the scenes, yeah. But with that being said, catch y'all next video.
Bye.